Hey everyone, thanks for checking out Christopher's Coaster Journeys. A quick word before this video begins. When I filmed my first few videos, I used a slightly different scoring system. So what you'll hear me say and what you see on the screen will be two different things. What you see on the screen is what will hold for my final rankings. The only changes were in two different categories, ride experience and ride operations. Long story short, I felt like I wasn't giving enough points to ride experience and I was giving too many points to ride operations as I really sit back and think about what affects my overall enjoyment of a coaster more. So it should only be this way for the first few videos, shouldn't affect it for too much longer, but thanks for watching and here's the video. Hey guys, it's me Christopher and I am here at the New York Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I'm getting ready to ride the Manhattan Express. Or is it the Big Apple coaster? Or is it just the roller coaster? Who knows? Who cares? Here's what I do care about. A lot of people have said that this ride is actually one of the most painful rides that they have ever done in their life. Severe neck jarring pain. Are you ready for this? I don't think I am. We're gonna do it. And when we finish, we're gonna come back and I'm gonna tell you everything I think about it. So let's go inside. Alright, so we just finished the roller coaster, aka Big Apple Express, aka Manhattan Express. I'm not sure what they're calling it this week, but we just finished it. And you know, I'm not sure exactly what to think, but initial impressions, we'll go ahead and start breaking it down by all the different categories. First, talk about, operations of the ride. Oof, that was rough. We waited for the front row on the advice of my man, Airtime Thrills. He said, ride towards the front. We might hurt our neck, but we'd get some good airtime. But the only problem was no one was waiting for any other seats. So we had to wait probably 3 or 4 ride cycles before we actually got into the car itself. The crazy thing though was you had cars just sitting in the station and nobody doing anything about it. They just sat there. Nobody was letting us board, no one was letting us get in. They just sat there. And sometimes you had 2 cars stacked up back to back. Again, nothing happening. No sense of urgency. I'm gonna give the operations of the ride probably a 0.2. Thinking about the comfortability of the ride, a lot of people said that it was going to be a neck banger, and I can totally see why. The restraints it was actually the only time I've ever seen a restraint system like this. But you had your lap bar, but then you had a separate neck bar, I guess you could call it, that kept your neck pretty locked in place. I was really worried that it was going to hurt the entire time. But actually, the restraints themselves didn't hurt that much. Actually didn't hurt my neck that bad. The ride itself, though, was actually pretty shaky the entire time. So it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, but it still wasn't smooth by any means. I'm gonna give it for overall comfort probably a 0.9. That might be a bit generous, but that's just my initial instinct. So for the actual scenery and the theming, once we hit the top of, I believe it's about 180-foot peak at the top of the ride, we were able to see all of the Vegas skyline. That was actually really cool. From there, not a whole lot to really look at other than the ride, and so for that one brief moment, I'd give it probably, I'd say 0.7. Everything else just knocks it way down. As far as the overall ride experience, there's a few cool elements to the ride. I think my favorite part was the dive loop. The dive loop definitely was the standout element. Again, I didn't hurt my neck on it, and I got some pretty good airtime on some of the final parts of the ride. So out of 4, I'd probably give the overall ride experience probably a 1.5, I'd say. I think that's pretty generous, 1.5. Shout out to my brother Brad, say hey.
Hey, what's up guys?
He's here celebrating his 21st birthday here in Vegas, so having some fun with him. And there you go, Manhattan Express, New York, Hotel and Casino, Las Vegas, Nevada. See y'all later.